tell me two things. Firstly, did you set up your Wallachie, and how did you set up your Facebook request thing?
I did the Wallachie, and I've got the paid version. I've gone through just a moment. Lisa, papa's gaan goed op die tel hier vir gesprek. Goed. Wag, Lisa, Janne, ek's 'n goeie gesprek, wag. Wag goed. Dis 'n video gesprek. Wag, oei. Wag, gaan goed daar. Wag.
I mean, you are to say that you're blessed would be an understatement. You are
Yes.
beyond blessed.
It's very happy with it. Okay, but I've set up Wallachie, and I've gone through Sales Navigator as you advised with the guy on Fiverr. Got the Sales Navigator updated, and I went through a filtering process, imported a list to Wallachie, and then to the Wallachie website, and I'm currently then clicked on the start a new campaign, and then it just started populating a list with names that I can now message. Or I haven't. That's as far as I've gone.
But did you use the connect plus two messages? That's
Yes.
the one you should use.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
I'll send you a couple of just send me a reminder, because I don't have my notepad on me. If you can write down on your end, just send me a reminder. I'll send you the two messages that I send that work relatively good for me, and if you want to tweak them, you can tweak them.
Thank you. Now, I'll what I do is, I record our conversations. So I was just looking, I was listening
Awesome.
to our previous conversation, and just making sure that just listening to that. And yeah.
Awesome. And how about the Facebook connector? Did you set that up?
The friend connector, no, I couldn't get that. I've messaged the friend connector pro, and they haven't responded yet. Now,
So okay, I know when I purchased it that they give you like a Facebook link from the founder for the founder's Facebook profile. Did you DM him?
I went on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger. There's a friend connect group or a message. It's just called friend connector, and there's like 213 people, I think, in the group.
Yeah, but okay, you should check. They give you the founder information to the founder's Facebook profile, and the identical thing happened to me. And so what you do is just you DM him, say, hey man, like this isn't right. This I purchased yesterday, it doesn't work, and within a day they'll just clear everything up for you.
Yeah.
So you're probably on a free trial still, so you haven't paid for 7 days, I think. And yeah, so they fix it up for me. There's something on their end, then they'll fix it up for you.
So yeah, it's hopefully I hope this won't cause a setback or a delay. It might in what we do.
No,
what you do today.
DM them immediately after the call, and I mean today that you should have it figured out.
Okay.
So it's really not a big issue. They fixed it in a matter of maybe 45 minutes for me. When they saw the message, 45 minutes, it was done.
Cool.
Okay, so now we're basically kind of really in the end game. So your profiles are set up, your content game is ready. You're setting up the Wallachie and Facebook kind of how do you say it, connector, and
Yeah, yesterday I looked at it again at I think it's Iman Gadzi. I looked at his Facebook profile, no, not his Facebook, his LinkedIn profile, and I've just worded mine, and I saw that I need to do a lot of cleaning up on my. That's what I will do in the next day, or
I didn't even know he had a link. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't even know he had a LinkedIn. So I don't know. I can't judge his because I didn't know even he had one. But I can promise you, like the one that I sent you, the Ravi Abuvala, this guy killing it on LinkedIn. You should 100% use that guy. But I mean, you can, if it's similar to Iman, you can do that as well. So, okay, so we're really like in the end game. And again, second thing, remind me. To send you the script for Facebook outreach, and so you shouldn't copy it. You should reword it, but to
Yep.
just understand like how you send messages, you should definitely use the similar script. It's a good script. Also, the awesome thing with the Sales Navigator Pro is that you got the kind of CRM which you can like mark people. Did you install that? That you got a Friend Connector Pro and the other software.
I connected, let's see, I've got the Genius Messenger CRM,
CRM, yes. Okay,
Walaxy,
that's it.
Friend Connector. I think, yeah, they one, that's one. Yeah.
Okay, and so the CRM is an amazing thing. So essentially, you will have to do follow-ups. It's just a waste to not follow up with people, even if they don't respond. And so the great thing is in the CRM, you should make categories. So, um, responded, or rather interested, then not responded, and then since they're not responded, just at the stage where they're at. So you send them the first message, and the second message, and the third message, right? You should follow up. Basically, you should follow up until they say like "f you," like stop DMing me, because um the majority of people really like just don't. I have so many Facebook notifications, just don't even get to. I for example, I answer to you because I see your profile picture, I know it's from you, but I get a million messages per day, so I just cannot respond to all of them. So if somebody follows up with me, it's a great thing.
Just want to mention is that since I was surprised since she introduced me to all this, to Walaxy, and I have never been I've never been messaged by anybody uh, with a with offer to this or offer to that. Not on LinkedIn. LinkedIn maybe once or twice, but so yeah, they just gave me the idea that if I thought I would think that it's a saturated market. There's thousands of people doing this.
Well, that's what I'm telling you about the blue ocean offer. So your offer needs to be blue ocean. So nobody's doing this. So okay, and this is the most important thing. So this is what's stopping us from just beginning work today. Have you figured out like exactly what you will do? Like if you haven't figured out that, I mean, I'll definitely have to take it into kind of my own hands to help you with that, because that's our biggest obstacle. So I think in my personal opinion, um you should essentially, if you wanna, okay, you want to teach real estate people what? What did you say to me? You don't read it. Just tell me. What,
In
what did you say you want to teach people in real
in the
estate?
beginning, when we first met, it would be teach people Facebook ads and Kartra email automation, landing pages, capturing leads from landing pages. That was my initial offer, and then okay, that was my initial offer, and
Okay,
I've
so that we won't be doing that, since I mean you don't run Facebook ads. I think it's extremely oversaturated, so I don't think you should be doing that. Also, I mean, you said you rewatch all the entirety of this video, so can I just drop things that you should do so I don't have to write them down?
no, you can just drop it. Tell me because it's
Okay,
okay. Yeah,
so
please.
you should make a very simple landing page for yourself. A landing page should be literally, and I'll send you my landing page. You can see how simple it is and how well it works. So, and you can do it literally. You don't have to do it on Kartra. You can do it for free on Wix or Squarespace. But since you're paying for Kartra, you might as well do it there. So, a video, a 3 to 5 minute video, just very scripted. Without ums and uffs. You just cut the video so you just seem like on a roll. 3 to 5 minute video in detail explaining who are you, what do you do, how you can transform their business, right? That's what we're talking about, transformation. Then encouraging them to book a call, and then there's just a button on the side. It says book a call. They click and they go to your Calendly link, and you should also make a Calendly. Like I don't know if you already have it, but you should make a Calendly.
Yeah, well, Kartra's got it all built in.
Okay, I mean, awesome.
Anyway, whatever.
I prefer.
I understand.
Okay, but okay. So your offer, I think so. The my biggest criteria, two biggest criteria is what makes me the most money while being the simplest to implement. And so this, when people say like, that sounds scammy. Well, for example, if you paid me $2,500 and I came onto here and I said Walaxy and friend request on Facebook and hung up, it will be worth it. There's 3 sentences, it will be worth it, because again, I'm teaching you guys what I do, and I make exclusively from Facebook outreach and helping Walaxy $7,500 per month. Just press two buttons, and that's the driving force of my business. Just the 1/5 of my business is just I press 2 freaking buttons. That's it. And so I'm secure in the offer because I know it brings me money. And so
You know it works.
the basic, yeah, and it's simple and super simple to teach. And so there should be something simple, but also like what do people in real estate struggle to most? Like you need to be the doctor to all of their problems. So what's the one thing that you know you can solve that they have the biggest problem with, and that you can make it sexy, you can dress it up?
I think it's always to get qualified, motivated sellers
Okay, and
and
how would you do that? How would you do that
motivated sellers. I would
without Facebook ads?
without Facebook ads. I think what I would have done now is what I've done in the past is just to make videos and to make my make myself known to the market in my in the way that I've done. Well, until now, I didn't know that I was. Yeah, how would I say it? Make videos, just introduce myself. You know, give educational information about property market, property briefings. Talk about what gives value, what buyers are looking for in a property. Because many people, I just think people live there for 10 years in a house of, you know, whatever, 5, 10 years, and they forget about what's important for a buyer. That's kind of things. I would make videos, a content strategy for, but a content strategy for real estate for estate agents. It's not I'm just, you know, I won't give all the secret sauce away that they go and do it on themselves. It is. I heard a word once says, "Is a what and the how." There's a subtle difference. You tell them what to do, but you don't tell them how to do it.
Yeah, so that's great advice. But my kind of thing is, okay, so the reason I teach what I teach is this. I teach the kind of flywheel model of content creation because I know in 10 months you'll be making $10,000 exclusively for content minimum. Okay, but nobody will wait 10 months, and the majority of people will give up. And so that was the problem with my service. And so people were dissatisfied because even though I said they won't get results immediately, they didn't get results immediately. And so I need to fix that, right? And so I needed a way to. That's the actual plan. The flywheel model is the actual strategy, but to something to satisfy them early on so they can make money immediately. And that's why I started teaching the how do you say, the Wallachsy and the automation stuff. And because you need satisfy customers now, right? You need them immediately. And so, you know, if you sell them something for like $1,500 and you know it'll make them money in 10 months, but they won't reach 10 months, right? Because people have full-time jobs, they want money now easily. And so you need to find a way to get satisfaction to them very quickly, you know. So yeah, I can't tell you what real estate people do. I can tell you how to find them and I can tell you how to message them, but I can't tell you what you should offer them because I'm not a real estate guy. So you say
I made a video a day or two ago, and I posted it there on. I posted it on one of these estate agent groups, and just ask, you know, if you're an estate agent, what is your if you could solve if you had a problem that you could solve in the next 24 hours, what would it be? And then secondary, what if you could solve it, have it solved in the next month, and then 3 to 6 months? What would that be? So I'd like to know from one estate agent to another. Give a comment below the video with your email address, and that is what I got zero. I got a few hundred views, zero reactions, but that is I mean, I didn't expect anything to happen overnight. It's a matter of repeating it many times.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll tell you. Okay, the thing is, but the reason I'm so like I'm sad for you in the fact that we can't figure this thing out. But you know, because, and I'm especially sad because as I told you yesterday, right? okay, all of this is scalable and predictable, but SMS marketing is a money printing machine, right? So SMS marketing is something that is so that that if you pay me 2,500 and I said, um, go high level, my list, Clavio, and then hung up, like that's worth it $2,500 because I have like setting up go high level, which again I think $100 a month. Clavio, you pay how much you send, how many SMS messages you send, and I have about a list of about 100,000 real estate professionals with verified. So I don't know if you've never sent text messages to like with scraping things, but
Never.
the majority of the phone numbers that you scrape are either unused or are landlines and cannot receive text messages. And so when you send 1,000, you're realistically sending maybe 80. When I give you these 100,000, you are sending 100,000. You're sending 99,999. You're sending 100,000. All these are verified phone numbers. And so if you need, so okay, an SMS is it's the most difficult type of person to close because they're the coldest, right? Because um Facebook and LinkedIn, they've seen you, and so on text message, it'll take you maybe 20 calls to close a person, right? And 20 people that show up to a call. But if you take 4 or 5 calls per week, well, four or five calls per day in the beginning, which you can do, right? It'll take you maybe 3 or 4 hours, but you can do it. You're making, and your offer is $2,500. You're making $10,000 per month, and for to get a $2,500 client, you are realistically maybe having to pay $150 in text messages sent, right? And so that, you having, $20,000 in your pocket gives you a big head start, right? And again, it's a money printing machine. I'm sad for myself because my niche, I can't find people on text message who are interested in what I'm offering. But I have restaurants, I have car dealerships, I have real estate agents, and so that's your money. You can literally start printing money. Like you put 150 in, you take 2,500 out, right? It's that simple. But I just want you to have the offer, and then when you have the offer, and I give you these numbers. I mean, that's again, just can you imagine just having a literal, like you're like Jerome Powell in America, he prints money from the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
Like you're the Federal Reserve now. So
Money printing
you
machine, yeah.
have, yeah, money printing machine because again, as I said, I bought the list from this guy for like $14,000, almost 15. And so for the sole purpose of being able to, basically offer it to you guys at a huge discount for the people that need it. So, for example, yesterday I have one client who does social media marketing for nightclubs, and I have a client who does social media marketing for restaurants. For each, I gave 1,500 one, 1,500 two, right? So I gave them 100,000 text, and I've essentially given them like I don't know, maybe $30,000 if they start blasting money out. So they paid 1,500 and they're getting 30,000 out. So that's just insane. That is insane. And so I want to, define your offer, and I want you to have those numbers so you can literally, because it's the beautiful thing is, okay, you're working on Facebook, you're working on LinkedIn. It's a slow week. It happens. I can I want 20 calls, and you just get 20 calls. You know what a fucking feeling that is, right? When there are no calls, because since you're starting with me, you won't have the experience, but you don't know the experience of like working your butt off, just having 0 calls the next week, and you're just looking at the ceiling. Like I've done Facebook, I've done LinkedIn, I've done Instagram. They'll ban me. I can't physically do more, and so that's a horrible feeling. But for you having the machine to just on demand, okay, I can't do next tomorrow, I don't have any, but I'm tired, I don't want to do 5, I'll do 3 meetings. You send 1,000, it takes maybe $10 to send those, and you have 3 tomorrow. Like it's that simple, it's that amazing,
Yeah.
right? And so that's something that I really want to give to you. But the it's the selling isn't the problem. You don't have the offer. That's the problem, right? So we need to get you going with the with that offer. But I'm also kind of kicking my head around because I don't know how more to help you, because I don't know your niche. I can't tell you what real estate people want. I can tell you what other people want. I have experience in other niches, but I can't tell you what real estate guys
I
want.
understand.
And
I understand. That's I it's from all the Kai backs and everything, and like yourself, the offer has to be, it has to be blue, as you said, blue sky, out of the world. I mean, if I just think what I paid just to learn Facebook ads and all the legacy stuff, I paid $3,500 or pounds or whatever when you convert it to, just to learn that. So I think, and what I'm offering here is it's to cover him. I think it's not actually, it's not what I think, it's what the market would think, that how unique the offer is. But I think it would be to learn how to capture leads and with build the whole Cartrol thing, and the content strategy. That is, I think that's quite valuable. That is.
But okay, I'll throw out this crazy idea. Do you is it a must for you to do real estate? Like,
No.
is that like
No, you know why? What my in my mind, my idea was, this is like a framework. This is a what you may say. It's a method. If I learn this framework, I can take this framework and I can take it to people that shoe repair, or somebody, or people that put in carburetors for cars. Whatever. There's a framework that works, and you just duplicate it into another framework. That's
so? Okay, for example, offering TikTok ads is really, really like easy, and it's an easy offer. Like, it's the simplest way of running ads is TikTok ads. You can learn it in 3 days. You don't have to buy a course, right? You can just learn it on YouTube, how to install the pixel on the website, how to do everything that you need to do, right? You can also outsource it, but again, if you're going to run ads, I don't recommend outsourcing it immediately. And basically, you can really, like, that's it's still a pretty blue ocean offer, right? Not a lot of people are offering TikTok ads, although people are starting to catch up. But they're offering ads for different niches. So TikTok ads for estate agents, I'm not so sure how that will work, but I'm sure for restaurants it will work awesomely. And so, I mean, in the beginning, everybody niche hops a little bit, but like, you can, if you need work right now, you don't even have to have like social media. I just give you the numbers, you blast 10,000 messages, you get 10 clients, and like you're making $25,000. You hire a sales guy, you hire a fulfillment guy, so you have maybe $20,000 left. And now when you're sitting on $20,000, okay, you spent 2,000 on text messages, so you're sitting on $18,000. With $18,000, you can really really comfortably, start deciding what you want to do. But I want you to start getting money now, obviously. And since if you're having like such problems with real estate, like, I don't know how to help you. I would love for you to, I would love for you to do real estate, because you understand it, you can do content around it. But if there really isn't like a blue ocean offer, how, I don't know how to even
no.
where to even begin.
There's another niche that I was thinking about that's related to what I was doing, and that is, but I'm not sure. It's hunting and trophy hunting, and people that.
I mean, I don't think that's as viable, because there are, I think, significantly fewer hunters on the internet than there are maybe real estate agents and restaurants.
Yes, that's true.
And so, yeah, I mean, just okay, Facebook ads, that's not blue ocean. Let me just see if this is even a thing. I'll see TikTok ads for.
I was surprised. My cousin lives right next door to me. He's a few years younger than me. He and his wife, they flick through through TikTok videos at the tender age of I think they're 47, 48. They've told me they sit there, they can sit before they know it, the night's over. They've gone through
Yeah,
through
TikTok is
watching
really addictive.
TikTok. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get this message. So let me just see this. So okay, this guy is running TikTok ads for estate agents. Okay, so that's a pretty detailed 20-minute video, and so I see like a million videos. I'm doing this. Okay, this is a great offer, right? This is a great offer. TikTok ads for real estate agents, right? And
TikTok for real estate.
you are in this unique, blessed opportunity where you have like 100,000 American real estate agents waiting to be pitched, and these numbers. I mean, people, these they get pitched all the time, but I can tell you for a fact they're not getting pitched with TikTok ads. That's 100% for sure. They have perhaps gotten with content creation, million times, Facebook ads million times, TikTok ads. They'll think everybody's using TikTok. I didn't even know they were ads, and nobody's offering me ads. I need to jump on it now. And so I think the best thing you should do is, obviously content creation, as I said, doing outreach on LinkedIn and doing outreach on Facebook. But I think the TikTok thing is amazing. I think you should 100% do TikTok ads for real estate agents. It's again, it's so simple to run, so simple to run. And again, with these numbers, I mean, to book, and okay, I can even if you like don't believe me, I can send you the person who sold me the numbers. He showed me like his calendar. So he has like 4 agencies and he sells I think LinkedIn ads and 4 agencies, and he just shows me his calendar for his sales representative for that one agency. It's 10 calls every single day, and for 10 calls he maybe pays, let me think about it, maybe $200, and realistically that's a client right there. And even let's say $400, boohoo, you're making $2,100 back. And so I mean, literally a money printing machine. And so what do you think about it? What do you think about TikTok ads?
I think it's good. This Mike Sherrod, I'm following. I am following him. I've watched a couple of his videos. But yeah, TikTok ads. I'm also thinking of the 18-year or the 18 or 20-year-old for today is in 2 or 3 years from now, those people in that age group, they'll be thinking of buying properties. They're going to be the buyers as well. So it is.
And not only that. I watched a couple of real estate guys' videos, and like what type of people buy $50 million penthouses in New York, and they say like you wouldn't believe. 30 years ago, you see James Bond types, people in suits, sheikhs, Russian oligarchs. Now they're kids, walking in with like ripped jeans or just with a like Nike sweatshirt and just say like, yeah, I like that one. They don't negotiate, they don't do anything. Yeah, I like that one, because it's crypto money, it's new money,
Yes.
and so, I think you really are jumping on a huge opportunity right now. That's awesome. So you should, okay, number one, also thing you should do is change your social media profiles to helping. I don't know how again, like
I've changed my banner to say I help estate agents get and close more.
don't say I help, don't say that. Say again, it's the transformation, bringing 3x returns on TikTok, or bringing 3x returns on ad spend with TikTok. Just say that. Just something killer. I don't. I help your clients. Like no, 3x in those amount of time with that platform. Like super easy. Super. Just you're breezing through it, right? And that's what you should do. That's, I think, 10 times better than I help real estate agents do Facebook ads. Everybody's doing it, right? So we want to be unique. We want to be blue ocean.
Yes, it's what I've seen. It's what you do with this, the problem with through this with your solution. That is,
Yep.
I guess, well, what the wording should be.
Absolutely. And let me just. I'm constantly moving the microphone. I'm
That's fine.
addicted to it.
I do.
No, because I love it. I love it so much because I love that I bought it for myself, and so I just keep moving it. I feel like I'm on a podcast.
you know
Okay,
what?
so
I am interested in your list, but I'm gonna make
no,
you a one.
no,
I'm gonna
no.
make you
This
an
is
admission. I don't have the. I don't have. I've got property deals. I've got 3 that I should have had my money for 2 of them at least, but I'm gonna have. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but um, it sounds, $1,500. It sounds like peanuts, but maybe, and I know
no,
it's a
no.
missed
Actually,
opportunity.
I actually wanted to offer it to you for a grand because I you know I'm selling it better than I thought I'd be selling it. So
Yeah,
I sold 3,000 yesterday. So I just gave it to you for a grand. But obviously, if you don't have the money, you don't have the money. But the I mean the list won't escape anyway. Obviously, like I won't delete it on a whim.
no,
Um, tomorrow. But I mean, again, it definitely is a missed opportunity because also if I mean, I have other real estate guys in in my program. Obviously, they're very different to what you're doing, but you're pretty unique in what you're offering. I'm not even on that level like with them, but I mean, they'll certainly want those numbers as well, and then it becomes kind of a bidding war. So obviously, I won't sell the same numbers to the 3 of you. Obviously, I won't do that.
yeah.
I mean, that would be a pretty shitty thing to do. But then it's to the highest bidder, and so I offered it to you first for the lowest price because I feel like I don't know, man. I want you to succeed. I want you to make it.
Like if I can, it's gonna take me about a week or so to get the. It's gonna take me about a week or so to get the the
It's
finances
it's not a problem.
finances
It's not a
together.
problem. A
I've got
week, a
I've got
week,
s- I've got stocks, equities that I
and I mean, you definitely shouldn't you shouldn't impoverish yourself for a list of phone numbers, right? You should be be smart about it. So obviously, I'm having you in mind. That's why I offered it to you
thank you.
first. So if it's like even if it's like 2 weeks, like I'll wait for you. So
Thank you. Now
it's
you
not a
know
problem.
it's
So.
you know what it is. It's horrible to be broke. I'm
Well,
not
you're not broke.
fortunate.
You're a businessman and you're a father. So I mean, that's how it goes. It's not like
I yesterday I had my colleague that I've been with for like more than 10 years, and he just he noticed my change in my profile, and he just called me and said, yeah, no, think um, we can't do this. I can't do this. It's a clash of interest. It's a conflict of conflict of interest. If I
what do
do
you mean by it?
if
Okay,
if I
explain. I'm that.
if I do coaching for real estate, basically what I'm doing, and I'm a estate agent myself. So yeah,
How is it a conflict of interest?
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, he thinks that's what he's right. But anyway, it's useless information, not relevant to
Well,
our
I mean,
conversation.
you won't be offering coaching like TikTok ads is a totally different thing, and that's what you'll be offering. So TikTok ads is okay. We landed on that. So also, so we said basically fix up social media profiles, create a landing page with the video. Let me think about what
Yeah,
we have everything.
you can send me your just this example of your
Okay,
landing page, please.
okay, I will. So I'll send you again. Can you just please just bullet point this to me so I can send you everything in
Yep.
one go? So again, I'll send you the landing page. I'll send you the LinkedIn messages. I'll send you the Facebook messages that I use. Also, I think you should start producing content next week. I think we should really begin doing that. So you should now. Okay, actually, first until our next call, really dive deep into TikTok ads. Really like watch every single thing on it. Create a TikTok account. Create like a I don't know if you need like a business account for TikTok. Just create everything that you need. Learn as much. Like, be an expert in 2 weeks. When I call you, be the the guy that's like damn this guy knows the stuff about TikTok ads.
So landing pages, Galaxy messages, friend connector messages.
Yeah, and you should set up your friend connector today. DM the guy.
Connector messages. Um, your landing page, Galaxy messages, friend connector messages. What else is there? There's a TikTok mastery. Let's see, call it TikTok master TikTok mastery. What else is there? Messages. But anyway, I'll go and I'll listen to our conversation.
Okay.
I'll listen to
And
it
also, I
again.
mean, how easy it is to do this Facebook outreach. So, I mean, I'm talking to you on this monitor. On like one half is you, on the other half I search for the TikTok ads videos I send you, and then on the other monitor on the laptop, I have here just Facebook automation running. And so it sent from the beginning of this call, it sent 28 requests and messages. So it's that easy. So just let it run, and it does the work for you.
It sounds good. It sounds cool. Okay. Well, is that if there's in offer frequently, I don't know what to ask. I think of things to
No,
ask
well, no,
afterwards.
absolutely. Because usually, usually again, our kind of teaching or coaching structure is basically 5 to 6 weeks of like very specific things to do. But obviously, if like a client, such as yourself, we just didn't click on something, then that kind of structure on our part kind of falls apart a little bit. And so, then now it's more calls, more short calls to just like dial in everything. So I mean, I would love if our next call would be our last call, and not because I don't like talking to you, is because I want to send you off into the ether, and just watch you succeed from the background. So you should really, I think content and planning, and also create again a week long content schedule for everything, as I said, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. And I will also remind me to send you a couple of value posts that you will post on Facebook and LinkedIn to gain clients. And also remind me to send you how would I say this? Um okay, just okay, I'll send you just remind me to send you everything that I told you to remind me about.
Okay.
I have so many things that I want to do. So by the next week, because if when you have the content calendar, you have all your social media in check, you know the offer, you know the thing you're offering. You dial down TikTok ads, right? You started producing content, you get the numbers, and you begin basically, and you just start, right? I don't think you should immediately start to bury yourself in sales calls to the point where you can't do your social media stuff, because that's the most important. That's on like calls with SMS, you'll 1 in 15 clients is okay, you'll land it. But on Facebook it's like 1 in 5, and so obviously you want more of the 1 in 5 than the 1 in 15. But because you 1 in 15 you can get anytime you want, but 1 in 5 it needs a time, it needs a couple months to get going. And so, my opinion, you should basically start doing the content, just start doing slowly the outreach on Facebook, slowly outreach on LinkedIn. And then every day you have three calls for your
Sales
from
calls.
SMS. And yeah, you're making you have 4 clients. Let's say your service is $2,500. You have 4 clients, so that's $10,000 minus the expenses. You have maybe $7,500. So $7,500 with a very calm growing growing schedule. So you have the time to do delivery, you have the time to take 3 sales calls per day, which is not that hard, and you have the time for social media. And it'll all of those things, which is your entire business, will take you less than maybe 6 hours per day to do, maybe 6 to 7, which is significantly better than what you were doing previously.
Yeah.
And also making like $7,500 in profit, you said, is like life changing for you. And that's like the beginning before your Facebook and LinkedIn and everything starts to get going.
Yep. No, that's good. Yeah, I think it would be I would be ecstatic if I can just have one person that pay, that actually pay. It would be
It's a great feeling. It's absolutely a great
it
feeling.
would be just wow. Is there anybody willing to pay for this? And I think that's
Yeah, well, I mean, as I said, you're the expert. You need to position yourself as the expert, right? They don't know that you're a beginner, right? So,
yeah,
and again, the best spot to be at in your life is having maybe 10 clients, so that's $25,000 per month. You have a sales guy, which is maybe $2,000. Let's say 2,500. You have a video editor for 1,000, $3,500, and then you have the person who's fulfilling the ads. Let's say $2,000. So you're making like your payroll is about $6,000. 25, you're left with 19. Let's say your expenses are huge and it's 3,000. You're left with a cool 16,000 per month while you're doing the only job then that you'll have is just producing content that will literally take you an hour and a half a day. So you're working an hour and a half for like $15,000 pure profit. It's a beautiful thing, and it's really, I mean, it's really really achievable, especially for this offer. And the best thing when you have that kind of money, TikTok blows up, TikTok stops existing. Well, you can really pivot easily when you have such a nice cushion of a couple of $10,000 in your bank account.
yeah. I just have to let me just get my first client, and
Yeah, to me, I mean, just when you nail down your messaging, you can be certain that in your first 30 days you'll do it. It's like impossible. I started doing Facebook outreach, I in okay, also this is a bit abnormal. This probably won't happen, but in the first 3 days, I sign a client. So that, but in your first 2 or 3 weeks, you will. In the first 2 days, but in first 2 or 3 weeks, you will. Especially on LinkedIn, it's awesome because my niche sucks on LinkedIn. Because when I search like marketing agency owners, they Sales Navigator gives me like established companies like Fortune 500 companies. Well, you just write real estate agent, Florida, bank 2,500 real estate agents. Like you don't need anything better.
yeah,
So also try to search for states that are wealthy. So don't like do agents in Arkansas. Try to do like in Los Angeles, then in San Francisco, then in New York, then in New Jersey, right? Cities in America that are wealthy, they so can afford your service.
okay, yeah, it's true. I think yeah, okay. Well, I thought also probably the one of the reasons why I haven't been targeted by is because people perceive people here, state agents are $2,500 or $3,000 is a lot more money than $2,500 in the US and or in the
Yeah,
EU.
the average real estate agent in America, I think, makes over 100 grand, and and you don't have to think about averages because you'll be doing outreach on such a level that every day you'll be messaging a person who's making 500 grand, right? Every day I'll message one of those
Yeah.
people, and so to these people, they don't really care about $2,500, especially if you make the money back, then it's incredible.
Yeah, it's no, just going through the process, doing the going through the process and helping people. That's helping people.
100%.
But so Peter, thank you. If there's anything, thank you for your time, and um, if there's anything, I'll message you again. Just contact you
Okay.
through.
Okay, and just send me all of these things that I told you,
Okay.
so I can, today or tomorrow, because today is like a national holiday, but I moved you so many times that I'm like I cannot tell him to
No, don't
reschedule,
worry.
so I can.
I'm always feel like embarrassed that I don't want to
No,
be. I
if
don't
no,
want to
if you
be.
need no, if you need to reschedule, just
Yeah.
please don't be inconvenient. Just tell me if you don't have to tell me like 10 minutes earlier. Like if you can tell me a couple hours, then it'll be, all day before it'll be perfect. So
To,
okay,
Today's
the,
also a national holiday here in South Africa. I don't even know
yeah,
what holiday is, but if you work for yourself,
yeah.
you don't even know it's a Saturday or
Yeah, I
Sunday or
don't. Yeah,
whatever.
to me, I don't. Yeah, my mother always tells me like, take a break. Well, I'm working Saturdays. I'm work 10 hour day on a Saturday, and to me, I just love doing it.
You
So
like it?
I never stop. And so she tells me like, take a break, and I'm like, if I take a break, the business doesn't run. Like it's not like a regular job. When I stop, everything stops. And so I need to work so the business keeps going.
I had the same, when I worked in London, UK, and I was a contractor, paid hourly. And I just thought, if I work 12 hours, I get as much money as possible. My thought was, I'll get plenty of rest when the contract is over. So,
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%.
okay, Peter, thank you much and I'll send you all the send and wishing
Okay, and
you,
also
yeah.
and also since all of we should schedule a call when you complete all of these things. So I don't want so you message me when
I'll
you
message you.
when you
Yes.
finish all of these things. If it takes you 2 days or if it takes you 2 weeks, I don't really care. Just you need to finish all of these things and really become an expert and TikTok. I just from YouTube. Don't buy a course, please. Don't buy a course. Just everything is free on YouTube, and just then send like, hey, I'm ready. I'll send you a calendar, and then we can talk about it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, man. I'm very, very glad